The Sherman Antitrust Act by Ryan Palaganis and Stephen Fung. The Sherman Antitrust Act was written by George Edmunds and championed by John Sherman. It was designed to break up trusts, as the name implies. A trust is where a group of companies come together and meet to reduce competition, form similar prices, and basically make everything about their companies uniform, including quality. Monopolies are slightly different in that all parts of a business are already owned by a single entity. The Sherman Antitrust Act affected both trusts and monopolies. Examples of trusts are U.S. Steel, owned by J.P. Morgan, which controlled about 70% of the steel industry in America at its peak, and Standard Oil, owned by J.D. Rockefeller, which controlled 91% of the industry. J.D. Rockefeller created Standard Oil using a combination of predatory pricing and bluffing to secure deals with big businessmen like Vanderbilt. Predatory pricing is when you undersell all other companies in the same market in order to make them go out of business so that you can buy them up. Once the market was controlled, Rockefeller could do whatever he wanted with pricing and quality, having no real competition. If you wanted oil, there was only one place to go and one quality to be had, which was Standard Oil's. American business had become dominated by big business that was hated but no one could do without.
Come here, dog. Yo, dog. Yo, dog, come here. I'll give you this cheese for $1. You like that? All right, here you go.
I'll give you this cheese for 1 penny. Thank you very much. I'm going to take all of your factories for 1
not
penny.
Factory. Not the cheesemaker.
Follow me. Okay. Alright.
I'm willing to do an exclusive deal. $1.65 a barrel.
That's a discount of more than a third. There's several refineries in Cleveland. Why should I give you such a deal?
Because I'll fill all your trains with my oil. And if you don't do the deal, I'll fill someone else's trains.
The Populist Party can be defined as highly agrarian and hostile to banks, railroads, and elites. Trusts were the elites of the day, wielding enough power and influence to bend the path of the country and its people at a whim. The Populist Party grew largely out of the drop in value of agricultural goods, while equipment prices stayed the same. The Populist Party also wanted a lot more political say-so. Unfortunately, the goals of the Populist Party were directly in conflict with the agendas held for by the big business. While the Populist Party called for the governmental control of railroads, telegraphs, and telephone systems, trusts, being controlled by capitalists, wanted to remain in power. Neither did the farmers like having no political say-so, while the trusts were able to control the government. Because of this, the Sherman Antitrust Act was favorable to the populists once it took effect. The Sherman Antitrust Act was passed by Congress and signed into law by President Benjamin Harrison on July 2, 1890. The act was designed to discourage trusts and monopolies, making every contract or combination in the form of a trust or otherwise, or conspiracy and constraint of trade to be illegal. The Sherman Antitrust Act did not have much of an effect until 14 or 15 years after it was passed, when Theodore Roosevelt became president. Under Teddy Roosevelt, big trusts like Standard Oil and United States Steel were broken up.
In the oil business, there was chaos, and I brought order. It was done the way it was because that's the way it had to be done. No one complained when I brought light into every home. No one complained when I provided thousands of jobs. Oil is what this country runs on. You call it monopoly. I call it enterprise.
That's some highfalutin malarkey. Sergeant at Arms, take his company.
Oh, that's right.
Now leave.
We're good.